Alright, good evening. It is 11 o'clock, so my whole day, I get up and trade. I then go to work, usually from 3 to 10:30. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday, I get up and trade, go back to sleep, and then I got to go work a 3 to 2 shift. Usually Saturdays, I have to work a 3 to 2 shift. So that is putting in overtime, and I just want to say, man, that's what it takes, bro. Usually it's football season. I live 1 minute from downtown Athens, bro. I can walk to downtown Athens, and I'm 22. So yes, I'm going to take off for these big games like Georgia, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Georgia, Ole Miss. But besides that, I'm hey man, it is what it is. When you're broke and you're trying to change your life around. Um, that's what it takes. So let me see this. Okay, cool. So you guys can see my whole entire thing. Um, so yeah, I ended up going to work today. I got up and traded. Posted a video, tried to advertise a little bit on Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok, and then my eyes weren't feeling so good, so I went back into bed. Woke up at 1 o'clock, went to go get lunch, and then went to work. So now I'm back. So, this is March of 2025. This is just one of many back testing sessions. Usually, I'll go to 2024, 2023. Stuff like that. I don't like going into 2021, that's COVID, whatever. But even you can go 15, 16, 17, 18, 28, all those. So I just want to go over, this is probably going to be a longer video, but I just want to document me back testing because this is how it actually is. This is what I do. This is another stepping stone to get to profitability. So here we go. So I'm now on the 1 hour chart. And this is FX replay. I highly recommend FX replay over trading view just from experience. So usually I'll just go into the hour, straight into the hourly chart. Then I'll go into the 15-minute, then 2 clicks. I will go straight to 9:15. And from there, I'll go into the 3-minute, to where the next candle will show us. So, do I think that we're going to expand 361 points to the downside? It can occur, but it is unlikely. So where's my draw going to be? Right there, or right there if we go low? I don't think we're going down there. If we go up, I'm thinking we could take out this wick, something like that. So back to the 3-minute chart. We're going to wait for 9:27, 9:30 candle. Okay, cool. Bust it down to the 1 minute. So, what do we have? I'm then going to go to the highest body, which is this right here. That's where I draw my line. And then I'm just going to watch. Alright, so we've now closed above this range. Okay, cool. So I'm looking at this range. It is 9:35. Really, I don't like to trade from 9:30 to 9:40. It's too sticky. I don't like that. A bunch of manipulation occurs during that. So now we've closed back under the range. I'm then looking for bearish. We close back above. So now I'm just waiting for clean displacement. There's clean displacement at 9:39. But what did I just say? I don't really like to trade from 9:30 could go up to these highs, something like that. And we do have a bunch of fair value gaps in there. The first one that catches my eye is going to be this one right here. Looking at this price leg, equilibrium is right there. So I'm just keeping that in mind. Alright, that's going to be one of my entries right there. Why? So price obviously did not want to push past. Then again, I'm going for the lowest body within this range, which is right there. We closed below. We manipulated. Honestly, I like that better. So from this body, this range lower, we manipulated sellers. There's a lot of people who did this right here, targeting way down there. So from right here, I'll be buying. My stop loss is going to be right there. Take profit, maybe at this fair value gap, but you have to also know to not be greedy in these type of scenarios. I would be perfectly fine with a 46-point move. So we're going to watch. Okay. As soon as that candle closes right there, what did I just say? I'm very happy with 64 points. So from right then and there, I would then go to right here on my journal. What's today? Wednesday night session. And I document everything. So like, this would be Thursday, 20th of 25. And what was my entry time? 9:45 exactly. Now what did I just catch? A 1 to 9 risk to reward plus 64 points. I'm then done for the day. Oh, and then I'll do plus 1972. That right there. That right there. So depending, let's say, since we've already hit take profit, I would 100% get out right here. But just for the hypothetical, let's just see what happens. Okay, perfect. I would have gotten out right there. That's one live trade, documented. Boom. So then I'm done for the day. That is 100% my strategy. Let's go. Let's see. And so we ended up hitting that fair value gap perfectly. So then what do? I'm going to go into the hour. I'm going to skip all the way to Friday. I go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I go to 8 o'clock. Then basically I reframe, or I would just see where I think we're going to go. Do I think we're going to expand 450 points? No, not at all. So I would go for these 3 wicks right here. So what am I looking at right here, Drew? I'm looking right here at this grouping of wicks. So we got the low, the high, and the middle. That right there is where I draw. That's going to be my target if we go up. Why? Because we could easily go up 200 points. So now, with this type of candle of 50, what is that? Never mind, 111 points at 8 o'clock. High volume. I'm going to go down to these highs would be okay. Or I'm sorry, these lows right here would be okay. I don't know if we're going to displace another 270 points, especially on a Friday. So, if I'm looking at this group of wicks right here, the first one that catches my eye is right there. So I'm like, okay. Honestly, I'm just going to stay right there to be safe. And I go into the 15 and I say, okay, what do we have right here? This is the closest, lowest body that I feel like we could go up and retrace. What? No. Wait, this might be... We could do something like this. Alright, sorry. We could do something like this, or we could just completely shred and go down. So, go to 15, 2 clicks to get it to 915. I feel like we're definitely going to smash that now because there's only 100 points within there. We could easily reach that. We're going to go to 927. Look at the 9 o'clock candle. Okay. So what do we have right here? Clean displacement to the downside. And we have filled in this fair value gap right here. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of manipulation right now. So I'm looking at just continuation phase to this draw. Oh, there we go. Perfect manipulation. How is that spotted, Drew? That's spotted by this. There are so many people who did this right here. Right? So, what are we doing right now? We're taking out all these stop losses. Okay, cool. So, what's the protocol? No entries from 9:30 to 9:40. Unless it is like cookie cutter like. So, we then pull back, displace. It's like a little more advanced. I don't really do this a whole lot anymore because I can just kind of see it. But this right here is an order block. We would take a Fibonacci retracement tool and go 0, 0.5 to 1. Clean, clean, clean. So now we're rejecting. It's still too sticky to enter. So what happens here? We're just watching. Alright. So now what time is it? 9:42. And we have closed back above this range. Bunch of people bought in right here. We pulled back to take out stop losses, generating liquidity. So now we have enough liquidity to move, right? So let's see. We get a little bit of displacement from this range. Let's see. Alright, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing right now. So then I'm going to just go back to the 3 minute, try to assess. Let's see. Okay, this body right here, I'm using that as a range. But I'm completely bullish bias now. So where could my take profit be from right here? 100 points, 114 points. That's a lot more likely than 195. So I'm looking right there for a take profit. If we get a A+ setup. If not, it's a Friday and we already made $1,972 on Thursday. So if I don't get something 100% good, okay, we close back above the range. Let's watch. Okay. This is another thing I'll look at. 3 candle patterns. Why do I look at that? Because right here, what have we done? We have now open, high, low, close. Open, low, high, close. Okay? This body did not go underneath this body. So we have closed above this wick range. This wick is what I'm referencing to. We closed above. We did not close down here. We did not close down here. Then from there, what do? Open, low, high, close. That is clear displacement. Okay? But I don't like that price action does not look settling to me. That is not it doesn't appear clean to me. So let's just keep watching. So we are now closed above this range. I'm looking for bearish tendencies. Okay. Now we've closed above the range. Now we're closed back below the range. So now I'm going to look back and I'll be like, all right, what are we doing? Do you think that you should be trading in something like this? Boy, hell no. You're not supposed to be trading in any of this. So, from a 3-minute perspective, we could have manipulated buyers. People think, okay, we closed above this range. Let's do something like this. No. Oh, click the wrong button. But so let's go back to the 1 minute. Now, what have we done? What did we just say on the 3 minute? We have manipulated buyers. So many people bought in right there, thinking they were going to do something like this or catch the trade of their life, right? So, we have now displaced below this body's range. I think this trade would pan out. So let's just say I would sit on the sidelines for today, and I would say, okay, there was a setup, but it did not look very, very clean today. So Wednesday on the 1st, today I live traded and I did not take a trade. My setup was present and it ended up working out. The trade I did was right. The entry candles, I did not like the way they look, so I did not trade. So let's watch what happens. Stopped out. That's why it is always to be patient. Patient is the market will reward you off of being patient and disciplined. It is better to wait and be patient. Why? Because if there's so many B, C, B plus setups that are not an A plus setup, the worst thing that could happen is that you just missed out on a low probable trade. That is the $1 million advice that I'm giving you right now. That's some of the best advice in trading right there. So, what have we done from here? We have now closed above this range. I then begin to get skeptical. I'm like, what are we doing? What is the market's not telling me anything right now? So let's just keep watching and be patient. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of displacement. If this next candle displaces higher, I'm thinking, okay, we have now manipulated buyers, we've manipulated sellers. So let's see what happens. Oh, look at there, boy. If this, so now it is 10:22. We have manipulated buyers and sellers. What does that mean? We have then generated liquidity to absolutely push up and create a 50 to 100 point move. Okay? So let's say it was something like this. My take profit one will only be 29 points. I want either 35 to plus, 35 plus. So usually I would have this screen right here that I'm pointing to. Above this camera is my first screen. This screen to my left would be 3 minute, 15, 5 minute that I'm going back and forth on. This screen right here, my main screen that I'm absolutely taking trades on and entering on, will be on the 1 minute. So let's say 3 minute, I'm looking at it, I'm like, we can displace from this range. We have enough now. We have enough liquidity generated to go up. So I'm going to buy 15 contracts. Stop loss is going to be at the range. Take profit is going to be somewhere within here. But let's just say it's up there for now. Alright. So now I'm seeing this. I could walk away right now, 200 plus on the day, and not have a loss for the week. Let's just say hypothetically, Thursday's the only day I traded. I'm not trying to risk $1,000 on this trade. So let's just see what happens. Worst thing that could happen from right here, right now, is that I'll lose $22. Okay, for me and wanting a high win rate, I'm going to get out. Or I could buy 10 contracts and only have 5 running, because it looks for me, we have now rejected this range. Okay, so let's say you get out at basically break even. Let's see what happens. Why did I do that? Why did I get out at break even? Because it is a Friday, low probability, and we are now entering break even. I'm walking $1,972 in the green. This right here is live, folks. I'm not just doing that because, oh, well, I want this number to blah 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 and make people No, this is actually how I trade. I would get out right there on a Friday, 100%. And I don't even want to look at what else is happening, because I'd be off the charts. Profitable week. So let's see what happens. Then we displace up, whatever. So it is now Sunday. Now it's Monday. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we are at 8 o'clock. Alright, this is about to be some sauce, you guys. So now we have a fair value gap. This is why I want to encourage everyone to go and watch on YouTube ICT 2022 mentorship, to where you can learn about fair value gaps, order block, SMT, much more. New week opening gaps, new day opening gaps, 8:30 8:30 news. Just go watch it. It's free on YouTube. You have a job that allows you to have an earbud in, go listen to it. You go to the gym, you can listen to it. Whatever, however you want to do that. So now I'm saying, okay, do I think we're going to drop 577 points? Ain't no way. Not what I'm thinking. But I do think, okay, we have a new week opening gap. And we are now 264 points. At the open, not even looking at the 9:30 candle yet. So, I want to draw this body high over to use as a range. This right here is context. So then, let's go into 15. 2 clicks. So my draw is going to be either we're fixing to go up 200 points or either we're fixing to go down 237 points. I know for a fact I can catch something within there if that happens, or that's where my setup's going to be. So let's see. Let's go into the 3 minute. It is 9:27, 9:30 candle. It's a low volatile 9:30 candle. Okay, so let's go down to the 1 minute. What's happening? Have we really manipulated buyers? Not really, not yet. If so, it would have been right here. So we already took those stop losses. That's not enough for a big push, in my opinion. So let's just watch. Okay. So what has happened here? We could say this. We closed below and we closed above. We manipulated sellers because we closed below this range. We've already taken out those stop losses. That looks like this. I'm thinking people sold in right here to do something like that. We've now generated a little bit of liquidity, and we have displaced off of this range, but it's 937. I don't want to take anything within there because it's too sticky. So let's see. Okay. So now what have we done? Drawing this line because this right here are the two highest bodies. So let's see what happens. Well, we have clearly rejected. What have we done right here? We rejected off of this range. I would say this: if we closed above this range and then closed below, that would be I would have a little bit more conviction. But since we didn't, know that it is a Monday. Mondays are usually low volatile, no news. We're usually on Mondays wanting, bro, I'm giving you guys sauce right now. Mondays, we usually distribute liquidity. Tuesday, we go and hunt liquidity. Wednesday, we kind of correct or still hunt liquidity based off of what Monday and Tuesday does. Thursday, we usually hunt liquidity. I say that because off of my back testing on FX Replay, my biggest losing day is Monday. Fixing my sock. So, going off of this, dude, like I back tested a whole entire month and I won. My win rate for Mondays was 0%. I'm very specific and skeptical on Mondays. But this trade looks permissible to take because we just manipulated so many buyers. but we did not close above the range, so I don't think that there is a lot of liquidity generated. What we could do is something like this. That's a 1 to 3.7, risking 22 points to make 30. I don't know if I want to take this trade, so I'm just going to sideline and watch. Okay. That validates that this was a momentum displacement candle. So let's just be patient. Bruh. What have we just done? What have we just done? All these people getting in trades like this, selling right here. Bye-bye. Generated a lot of liquidity. Let's see if we close above this range now. Typically, there was some type of news driver at 9:45. If there is news at 9:45, I'm not taking any trades before 9:45. Nada. None. And I usually want to take a trade between 9:40 to 10:15. That's why you need to go watch the 2022 ICT mentorship. He will talk about the macro. I operate during the macro hours. So let's see. It's going to be a long video, bro. This is already at 31 minutes, but there's so much knowledge packed into this. Bam. We have now closed above the range. For me, that's still kind of fishy because it's 1 minute after news. I would say that this could be permissible, which you can have permission to take this trade, but it is low probable. I would risk 5 micros if I were to take this trade, but I don't like this because it is, with all these confluences, like it's a Monday, 1 minute after news, low probable. So let's see what happens. For those who would have taken this trade, would you not be satisfied with a 1 to 6 getting out at 40 points on a Monday news as well? Bro, if you're doing anything like this, me personally I can think however I want to. Me personally, I would be very, very happy with getting out at 40 points or at 35 with this type of trade based off of, or this is like supported, all of this is supported with context. With context, you just entered at 9:46 after news on a Monday. There we go. Okay, so let's just watch. Alright, we've now closed below the range and then closed above. So let's see. Then you get another candle. That is displacing off of this range. What have we done in this 3 candle pattern? We have open, low. Low is this very small dot. So look at this white candle. I'm just dragging it out. We have opened at the bottom of this body. Low is that wick. Then we go high, close. I have no borders on my candles. I don't like to have borders on my candles. So that's why it looks weird if I zoom out or if I do something and it doesn't display the body on the doji candles. I can just see it. I've traded this long. So like high, close, we go open, high, low, close. Then we go what? Low, we go open, low, high, close. What have we now done? We've taken out this high. And the body closed outside of this wick range. That's very, very, very key. If you want an in-depth video, this is what I learned personally, go to, on YouTube, this video right here. This is one of the guys that I watched to get this strategy. Go watch that video on YouTube right now if you haven't already. Okay? Dude, I'm telling you, man, like, from the bottom of my heart, I want other traders to succeed because it is about to change my life. So watch. This right here would have been a very nice trade. 35 points, just like that. 1 to 5, 35 points. If you want to calculate how much this would be, you would do 35 points times the point value of NQ. 1 point in NQ is $20. 20 times 35, it'll be a little bit over like $630 something. That's it. We're at 10:27, done for the day. No trade for Drew. So we're gonna go to the hour. And this is another thing. This is some more sauce. I'll back test to this right here. This whatever jazz, rap, hip hop on YouTube, it just, I like it. It calms me. I backtest to this, and whenever I'm live trading, I listen to that. That's psychological sauce because, dude, I'm telling you, man. So we're now at 8 o'clock. Okay, I don't want this line. So what do I think right now? So like, I could even go to the 4 hour on this. Pause the video right now and tell me, where do you think your draws on liquidity would be? Okay. Now, this is where my draw would be. Hold on. Do I think that we are going to displace 312 points? Possible. Do I think that we could go down 300 points? Really 400 points back to this new week opening gap? Not sure about that because it's better to be safe than sorry. So what I'm going to do, is this right here. This wick. Why? It catches my eye. Your eyes are your best indicator. Where is this draw going to be? Right here. I'm going to say this wick right here. Because there's 1 wick, 2 wick, 3 wick. Right there. And I want to go with the median, like with the middle one, but it's all kind of relative. It's like, those are all bunched up together, whatever. So, let's go down to the 1 hour and see what that looks like. Still kind of fishy. We have stacked wicks or relatively close wicks. Another ICT 2022 reference. So, to be safe, I'm not that confident in my draw today. So, you have to take precautions. And also, I could draw out this line as a range because this is the highest body. So I want to put it right there. Be very specific on that. Go to the 15. 1, 2. It's now 9:15. I'm going to the 3 minute to see how the 9:30 candle closes. Can I see any manipulation really right here? Not so much. Okay. I now want to use this as my range. You couldn't see that on the 15 minute. Why? Because this is the highest body that I want to look at. Still, I'm not too confident in that either. So you have to take precautions. So I'm going to be really, really specific on the 1 minute. If I don't get something that I want, here, scratch that. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's go to this body. Why? Because we have closed below this range. 929. Boom. See how that 930 candle respects this range? You'll start to see this once you put that work in and put time on the charts, back testing. So let's see. No. This is a little bit of displacement off of that range. Is it a lot? Have we manipulated? What are we seeing? And again, like, we don't know when news is. We don't know. You have to give yourself a little bit of slack, but you can't say, oh, I would have won that. I would have done this. No. You have to be harder on yourself. Take accountability. What is that? What is that? So what are we seeing? Manipulation of sellers. People could have sold in right here. Stop loss could have been somewhere up here. They could have got taken out. People sold off right there. Market corrected. We displaced off that range. It is now 9:41. So what's the protocol here? You guys, what time do we enter? 9:40 to 10:20 or 10:15. Somewhere around there. Also, you have to use context to see, do we have news here? Do we do this here? So, let's look. This still does not really, okay. If you bust it down to the 30 second to bust up this candle, that is clean displacement. That right there is very clean displacement. So now, let's say that I'm looking back. Where's my take profit? Doesn't look like we have enough to go 200 something points. So let's backtrack. Let's see where some potential take profits could be. You know what? What catches my eye? Pause the video and see where would I put some type of target. Okay. I see this gap, this fair value gap. Now, the history behind fair value gaps is that there is standing liquidity within here that has not been taken. So we gapped, we came up, pull back, gap. You see how this gap right here, we fall below, but then we proceed to fill it. Thinking the same thing right here because there's open liquidity right there. So that's going to be a more high probable draw. Why? That's only 150 points. You think you can catch a move somewhere in between there? Absolutely. So, we displaced off that range. We have manipulated sellers. This would be permissible. Let's go like 40 something points. So, it is 9:41. Do I think that this is going to be the best stab at it? Is this going to be the best stab for today? I don't know. This is not as clean as I would want it to be. This would be like a B setup or B plus, whatever. Do we take B plus setups? No, we wait for higher probable entries. But I would say this is permissible to take. You have permission to take this. This is within the strategy. We've manipulated sellers. We closed above the range. We have a nice displacement candle. Very, very few times am I going to go onto the 30 second. You're trading the 30 second chart while trading NASDAQ, the fastest moving, most volatile thing. I don't know, because we could still come up to this range and snap down. I'm going to say you have permission to take this trade, so I'm going to buy. Okay. So let's see what happens. Look at there. Look at there. A losing trade. Alright, cool. So what does that mean now? We manipulated buyers. I got caught up in manipulation, bro. So now what is this? We have closed below the range and we have displaced below this range, and it is 943. If you did not take this first entry, it would be permissible to take this entry. But since I took one loss already, I'm not so sure. Potential targets could be this low or these stack lows right here. This would be permissible if you did not participate in the first trade. This trade in particular, still kind of weird because this candle was 38 points. That's big. So let's see what happens. Up. So market gave you the choice to say, hey, we came down, we're coming back up. It gives you the choice to go break even or not. So let's see. Now we just placed above this range. Let's wait and see. Let's say you didn't take either one of those trades. Big candle at 10 o'clock, probably a news driver. See, with that context, if I would have known that there was news at 10 o'clock, I would probably wait after news. But with a trade like this, I know for certain, for a fact, if we had news, which if you guys don't know how to look at news, go to the economic calendar. I prefer using my FX book for news drivers. So let's say we had a red flag at 10 o'clock, so big news coming in at 10. I would not have taken a trade. So let's see. Okay, let's go to the three minute. You should not be trading in this. If I would have known news was at 10 o'clock, I would not have taken that trade. No sirree. We don't trade before news. You're not supposed to be trading during this really anyways. But, hey, I share my losses and explain them just as well as I do my winners. Unlike a lot of people. So let's see. We displace above the range. News came in. So look, this is cool. Now we're looking at this price leg from here to here. That's a price leg. A low and a high. That is one leg. Pull back. Now we're continuing on to the second leg. We have now taken out news high. That's what has happened on my past two videos. Back to back, we have done that. So let's see. We would say this is going to be our high. And let's just go ahead and take out this range. This is going to be news low. So this is the only two ranges I'm looking at. We have displaced above. Now we've closed back below. That right there is not a good entry candle. If we were to displace again, that would be more higher probable chance that we were going to go up. So let's go. Let's see what happens. Alright. So now, looking at open, high, low, close between these candles, that's another displacement candle off of news high range. This trade could be permissible. Okay. I probably would not take this trade because I'm not convinced this is going to be the best stab at it for today. just know that it is 10:15. Me personally, I wouldn't take this trade. Could you take this trade? Absolutely. If you feel the conviction and you're back testing, all this is now coming together and you're saying, hey, I back tested this, I like how this looks, take the trade if it is an A setup. So let's see. Oh. Stop loss just got taken. Let's just say hypothetically that we would have waited. If I don't see anything big past 10:30, I'm probably going to be off the charts for today. So, let's see. Oh, that right there. That right there is a permissible trade. Why? We've now taken out news high. We have now taken out all the dummies who placed a trade right here. This is why patience and discipline will reward you. Watch this trade. Let's go long. Let's just say market moves 45 points. Okay? Or you could use some type of context or draw back there that could have shown this. So let's see. Why is your stop loss down there? Why is your stop loss right down here, and why didn't it get hit? Because these two candles right here, let's see if we can join them, it's saying displacement. It doesn't show up on the 3-minute. This is why the 1-minute entry is the best for me personally. So let's see. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, so now you could walk out with $562, or you could stay in the trade and say, hey, I only want to lose this much or this much. That's permissible to do. Risk accordingly to what your back testing has said. So let's see. Oh, alright. So now we're at 27 points. Let's see. Let's just wait. We could get a pullback. We could say, hey, we could pull back to anywhere in here. If it goes below there, I can walk away, or I could put my stop to break even and watch. So let's see. This is now on the 30-second. Alright. So let's say right there, right? Are you good with walking away with 36 points? Let's see right here, alright? So, this was live. Let's go to 36.5 points times $20 per point. You'd be at $730. If you were risking 15 micros, you would do times 1.5. You could have walked away right here at $1,000 for the day. Okay? So let's say that we now move to break even, whatever. If it goes below this range, you can say, hey, I'm out for the day. So let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, what is that? We've now moved back past our line. Me personally, I would have been alright with 36.5 points because that's $1,000 for the day. 2 of those trades, you will pass a Top Step funded account. But Drew, it's only a 1-to-1. High probable trades right here. So let's just say, hey, you know what, man? I waited. My stop was at break even. I want to see if it pans out. Could have gotten out right there for $1,100, or you could still keep waiting, whatever you want to do. So we failed to push up. We're now getting weak volume. This right here will be a great time to get out. Whatever you guys want to do. Alright, so I've very specifically came in here and showed you guys my strategy. Now I just want to absolutely cook for the next probably 15 minutes. You guys can do whatever you guys want to do. You can leave or you can stay and watch. I'm going to now cook for like another 10 minutes, and I want to show you guys on a speed run type of deal. So let's go. So we're just going to go straight to the next day. 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're now looking. Alright, I think we're going to smash that if we go up. I think we're going to go past. Got stacked highs right there. Can we go 241 points up? I'm thinking absolutely we can. Alright. But know this. We have displaced up a lot. Knew we opened a gap down here. We've now hit equilibrium of the fair value gap. We've now taken out Alright, I don't think we're going to go up anymore. I'm thinking in my head, price is extremely overbought. So let's see if we can come back somewhere down here. For me, not knowing if there's news, it's going to be more of a lower volume type of day. Now 30 candle. Yep, now we're going to manipulate up, take out all the stop losses from these people who sold. Taking it out. Why? Because people could have done something like this. Thinking they're fixing it, the trade of their life. Taking it out. That right there, we've generated liquidity. I'm bearish bias. Because right here I'm looking at this range. We haven't closed above and closed below or displaced or anything. So let's watch. And it's now 942. What is that? Clean displacement below the range. We've already manipulated sellers and buyers. I'm going short. And my stop loss is going to be right there. Take profit. This could be a very, very fabulous trading day. Saying in my head, am I okay with a 45-point move? I'm perfectly fine with getting out at $1,335. Absolutely 100%. Makes back all of our loss from yesterday. But for this type of trade, I think we're going to get a second push down. So let's just watch. Let's be very, very patient. We don't want to move our stop this low yet. We want to be patient. We want for the trade to have a good push. Am I okay if we pull back and I get stopped out at 952 points? Perfect. Let's see. Oh, look at there. You just made $3,200 for being patient. So what do? Go straight into journaling. What? Wednesday, 26. 1 to 2. 1 to 2 RR. Entry candle was at 9:46. And we just caught ourselves 100 points. 100-point move. Then I would write plus $3,200. Bam. So that's going to be the video. I told you guys it was going to be a long one. Please watch this video. If you're a trader trying to come up, dude, I want you guys to watch this because I just want to serve as a token to you guys. I want you to see all of my mess ups, I want you guys to see everything because, man, and let me tell you guys right now one thing, bro. If you are not sexually disciplined, your chances of succeeding are very low, especially before you start getting that money. You want to go ahead and plant the seeds now for discipline, because whenever you are older, whenever you are successful, you're going to run to other vices. Drugs, sex, booze, liquor, money, all the bad stuff, man. And it's better to plant seeds now. One thing that has seriously helped me, and I want to be 100% vulnerable here. One thing that has helped me is I used to come in, I've read my Bible for a long time now, not because anyone told me to, not because I church, not because this, that, bro. I was in a bad spot, man, and I needed help. And I heard that, hey, Jesus Christ claims to be. Saw it on social media. Ask Cliff Connectley and Stuart Connectley. And that changed my life, man. Whenever I started picking up that Bible and whenever I started reading, a lot of things started to change for me. I started getting these, I saw it up here. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it. You can hold it in your hand. And so one thing that really helped me out was I was just reading one time a day whenever I would go to sleep. I said, you know what, man? If I'm trying to become the best version of myself, what would that person say? What would he have done? And so I was not sexually disciplined. I was still abusing these right here. I was still not satisfied, bro. I was still going to other things. And I said, if I incorporate another reading session in my day, give God a little bit more time. Let me do that and let's see what starts happening. Then these videos I'm posting start going like this. I start becoming a profitable trader. And listen, man, me personally, I can say whatever I want to. You have that right. Me personally, man, that's when I knew that I knew it. I was like, right now I'm the best version of myself. Discipline, relationship with the Lord, and putting in hard freaking work. And no one pushes themselves harder than I do. No one's had to change themselves more than I do. Don't care. That helped me out so much. And for that only reason, I want to say that's why I encourage you. Because once you start getting close with the Lord, it's like, and you start showing gratitude, fear and doubt are gone. Discipline, you become more disciplined. I'm telling you, man, the Lord has played such a role in my life, and nobody told me to do that. And that's one thing that, like, I wish I could show you a camera of some of the stuff I have written down right in front of me. Man, that's one thing that helped me. And then one more thing to end this video off is, Quit focusing on everybody else. Focus on you. Quit telling other people what they need to do. You focus on what you need to do. You check yourself before you start checking other people. Watch you grow. Watch you skyrocket. Put your head down. Keep your chest out. Stay confident, but keep your head down. Focus on you, man. Quit watching these other traders. You go and you put the work in, stuff like this is going to start happening. You'll be $1,200. You'll be $1,200 up in a month and a half. And that's only on one account. That's only on one account. And you guys, I'm telling you, this right here, these are the roots, these are the seeds I'm planting, because I'm telling you, man, it is because the Lord has put it on my heart and He has shown me, bro, I'm not even supposed to be here right now. You guys don't understand. With that being said, man, that's going to be the video. I hope this provided value to you. I hope you stayed to the end. For those who did, peace be with you. Blessings are right there, man. I love you guys. Let's go, man. Let's go.